Hey everybody, this is Mark Gubuan. Today I want to talk to you about residual income. Behind me is essentially a shot of my neighborhood, which is really built on an old rock quarry. Back in a couple of decades ago, this area was discovered to hold several tons of rock. I don't know exactly what kind of rock, but essentially the ground was dug up. So what does this have to do with residual income? Uh, the idea here is that the residual income that came from this particular ground was that in the beginning, when it was first discovered, it was a rock quarry, so there was rock here. Well, what eventually happened was that after that rock was removed from the ground, this whole area was converted into residential neighborhoods. So you're talking about hundreds of millions of dollars over the course of several decades. Now, the ownership of this land really just recently changed from, in recent history, I mean that kind of relatively speaking, over decades, it was just a couple of families that actually owned this whole entire area. So the residual income that they created from this specific area turned out to be hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars. And this was dispersed over several decades. But uh, understanding that simple concept, obviously, discovering a rock quarry or owning land would be an ideal scenario for the entrepreneur. But for you, understanding what residual income is when you do the work once and you're paid on that work over and over again. Now, the family finding this land and having the value of this land be uh, recycled essentially is residual to them because all they had to do was create a corporation and the corporation would handle all of the different aspects of creating that wealth for these families. So that's just kind of an interesting story that I wanted to tie in with my message of residual income. So in a nutshell, you do the work once and you get paid over and over again. If you're interested in creating lifestyle freedom and learning more about how you can own your own time and own your own life and to become part of a global wealth network, make sure you click the link below and get started right now.